So it's currently 4 a.m. and I just got done watching the newest Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man, on Netflix. And it once again follows Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc as he tries to solve yet another murder mystery, but this time it's set in a small church in a quiet little town. Now, when it comes to Knives Out, I'm a big fan of these movies. I absolutely loved the first Knives Out. It was one of my favorite movies of 2019, and I really enjoyed Glass Onion, especially on rewatch. On rewatch, I appreciated that movie so much more because you'll really realize how playful Ryan Johnson just got with that movie. Genuinely, if you watch Onion only once, I recommend rewatch it. You'll notice so many details. It's so good. So yeah, I think it's fair to say that Wake Up Dead Man was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I've been waiting for this movie for quite a while. I love Knives Out, and it didn't disappoint. I really enjoyed this movie. This is yet another thrilling, fun, well acted, well directed murder mystery from Ryan Johnson. I really enjoyed it. And let's get straight to it. I cannot talk about this movie without talking about Josh O'Connor. He was an absolute standout. I loved him in Challengers, and I thought he was great in that, and I think he's great in this movie. Um, I loved his priest character and how they played around him and his morals. Like he's a priest with inner demons, and I loved how they portrayed that in themes of religion and faith. I really didn't expect the movie to go that direction, but I'm glad it did. There's a certain scene in this movie, one of my favorite scenes from this movie actually, where in the middle of the investigation, Josh O'Connor suddenly has to do something. Like he's on a call and suddenly tone changes, tone shifts, and suddenly he has to go do something other than the investigation. And I really loved that scene. I loved how they portrayed his character in that scene, and it really just wraps back around to certain themes of the movie. I really love that. I really appreciated that scene. Like in this movie, he's that character. He's that innocent character that teams up with Benoit Blanc to solve yet another murder mystery. He's that character. You know how in the first movie it was Ana de Armas, in the second movie it was Janelle Monáe. In this one, it's Josh O'Connor. And I'm not gonna lie, out of those three, I found Josh O'Connor's character to be the most interesting, which is saying a lot because I thought Ana de Armas and Janelle Monáe were absolute standouts in their respective movies. Like I thought they were great. And that's the one thing I'll always appreciate when it comes to these movies is how Ryan Johnson always manages to get a stacked ass cast. Like holy shit. In this one you have Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Thomas Hayden Church, Andrew Scott, Kerry Washington, Jeremy Renner, who I thought was hilarious. When he got casted, I thought that was so funny because of the Jeremy Renner joke in Glass Onion. And last but not least, Kaylee Spaney, who I have been a big fan of ever since Alien Romulus. Like seeing her blast those xenomorphs into pieces and in space and being badass. God. Anyways, back to the movie. They once again they all play these very quirky, not so innocent characters, but each of them have so much personality, and I think the cast, like with each of these movies, I think the cast really does bring they really do bring those personalities out for each of these characters, and I really love that. Yeah, especially Andrew Scott. I thought he was hilarious in this movie. He was really funny. I laughed a lot. But yeah, I love that. The mystery was once again very engaging. The twists were very twisty, and I really liked how it played out too. I think Ryan Johnson just figured it out. He just figured out the formula when it comes to these movies, like genuinely. With this one, it kept me guessing what the fuck was actually going on. One of the improvements over Glass Onion, because even though I really enjoyed Glass Onion, and even though I really loved how clever it was, especially on rewatch, by the second half of the movie, I kind of knew who it already was. And the more it played out, the more I was sure who it was. So yeah, I thought that was an improvement over Glass Onion. With this one, I really didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I really didn't know who it was. It could have been anyone, and I think that's pretty essential for a murder mystery, don't you think? And having Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc investigating with a southern accent once again was an absolute treat. Yet again, I thought he was great in this movie. He's like in all three movies, he's great. He's very entertaining to watch, and he's very funny to watch. I loved him. I loved him, and I think Daniel Craig just figured it out. I just love how playful that Ryan Johnson and Daniel Craig get when it comes to these movies. I just really love that, and I think this duo they need to keep making these Knives Out movies because I think they're very entertaining and a lot of fun. Also, as far as the Knives Out movies go, I think this one, Wake Up Dead Man, is the best one visually. I thought it was the most interesting one when it came to style. I think this movie was gorgeous. Like Ryan Johnson has always been crafty with his camera work when it came to these movies. When you watch the first and second Knives Out movies, he's always been crafty with camera work, and he once again is with this one. But certain scenes, certain choices in lighting, certain changes in lighting, I thought was very creative and surprising to see. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the movie. But yeah, this was very good looking movie. Like there's this very pivotal scene. It's in the rain and it involves Josh O'Connor's character and close up shots of him. And I thought it was an absolutely gorgeous scene and it made me wish that it had been released in cinemas so that I could watch it in cinemas because I really, really thought it was a good looking scene. So yeah, that's it's on Netflix. So yeah, go ahead watch it there. So yeah, overall, if you like the first two Knives Out movies, there's no doubt in my mind that you'll like this one. This was very fun, very entertaining. Everything you liked about the previous two, it's here. It's here. I could even say this has more. Like you, yeah. When it comes to themes, when it comes to characters, I loved how certain things played out in this movie. So yeah, this was very entertaining. Like genuinely, if Ryan Johnson just kept on making these movies for the rest of his career, I really wouldn't complain. Like, go ahead, you'll be doing all of us a favor. I'm gonna give Wake Up Dead Man an A minus. So yeah, go check this one out. It's on Netflix. It's out on Netflix already. Go. Yeah. This has been your boy Dane. Please like, please subscribe, please continue to follow the channel. And if you haven't followed the channel, this is your first time, follow the channel, subscribe. Please, please watch our videos. We really do need views. We need support. Oh man, I need to make it. But yeah, this has been your boy Dane, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.